arc in 5.
ついにこの5からですね、皆さんご存知のというか一番大好きな一年戦争に突入するという、今ルーム編と僕らは呼んでるんですけども。
So we do call it the Loom arc, and that it's going to chronicle everyone's favorite one-year war.
ちょうど先週、この5が出来上がりまして称号をしてきたんですけども、素晴らしい仕上がりになってますので、ぜひ楽しみにしていただければと思います。
So last week we finally finished like the final mix of the 5, and we went to go see it, and it was very good. So I hope you're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
すごいかっこいい活躍します。
Yeah, Shara is like really awesome in it.
Best man.
ぜひお楽しみにして。
So please look forward to it.
Yep. So the Clash of the Loom will be released on September 2nd, and episode 6 will be released in 2018. So okay, next one. これ第5章のコレクターズエディションはライトスタッフで予約受付中。
So you can pre-order episode 5 collector's edition on rightstuffanime.com.
そして、
yeah, pre-order today.
でシャアセーラー編の方はライトスタッフから、そうですね、これ北米バージョンのブルーレイ DVD が8月1日発売予定です。
And then the North American version of the Sharon Sailor Chronicles will be released August 1st also from RightStuff, and you can also pre-order from rightstuffanime.com.
じゃあまたオリジンの方。
Okay, another trailer.
お願いします。
Ronald Reagan the other side. That's the name of the song. You want a jelly bean?
Segment for Thunderbolt. So Mr. Sasaki next to me served as the executive producer of Thunderbolt. So can you sort of tell us how Thunderbolt came about?
この作品はですね、日本の漫画誌で大田垣康夫さんという漫画家さんにまず原作漫画を、書いていただいてこの作品を作りました。
So originally, Thunderbolt was a manga. Otagaki started drawing Thunderbolt
漫画は4年
about 4 years ago.
でこの作品非常にハードな内容で今まで以上にですね宇宙世紀ガンダムの世界を深く掘り下げるような、ね、作品にしてみたかったので、まあ、なかなか、なんていうんですかね、テレビではかけられないような内容がたくさん盛り込まれてるんですけども、宇宙世紀ガンダムファンには喜んでもらえるような内容にできたんではないかなと思ってます。
So we wanted to make Thunderbolt like a super duper serious, even more serious than the current Gundam, I guess. Yeah, so it delves deep into the Universal Century world. So and since it's not going to be on TV, we were able to do a lot of stuff that we wouldn't be able to show on TV.
あとこの作品は非常にジャズの要素が作品に織り込まれていて、キさんというジャズのミュージシャンに BGM を作っていただいてますので、非常に音楽的にも今までにない作品に仕上がったんじゃないかなと思ってます。
And also, like jazz is a big part of Thunderbolt. So we invited a composer or a jazz musician, Mr. Kikuchi, to do all the music for Thunderbolt. So even musically, I think like for Gundam is something pretty new. Thank you. and now I would like to introduce another guest to the stage, Miss Jeremy Lee. Oh, is her microphone on? Is Jeremy's microphone on? Yeah.
Hi guys, how are you?
Fine.
I'm so excited. This is like my first Gundam panel. My name is Jeremy Lee and I play Claudia Peer in Gundam Thunderbolt, which was amazing to work on.
All right, Jeremy, can you first tell us how you got cast for this role and what drew you to the character of Claudia?
I first got an audition, as we often do. We get a couple pictures and they sent both of the female characters to me. And I actually thought there's no way that I'm going to get to play a character as strong and tough and super cool as Claudia, but I thought, why not? I'll give it a shot. And then I was shocked when they called and said I got the job, and I was just beyond excited. She's a really cool, as you know, very flawed, unique character, and it was really fun to get to work on this and get to sink my teeth into it. My background is in film before I started working in voiceover, and this feels very honest, very raw, very real, very film-like, so it was such a joy to work on.
Awesome, yeah, like when you first got cast, I think you were also surprised because it was a character you've never really played before, like the voice, it's really deep.
It's really deep.
Yeah.
Actually, Stephanie Shea was our voice director here, and she said, I was surprised your voice could go that deep. I did not know that that was part of your register. So
I think your normal fans didn't even recognize
yeah,
it.
no, not at all.
Yeah, so it was awesome. It was
Yeah,
very, it was
I
very
had a
good.
blast.
So do you have any like similarities or differences with the character Claudia?
Well, she has a really unique habit with some certain substances that I do not share that in common with her. As if you could guess with the popsicle shirt I'm wearing today. But I would like to think that playing this character made me want to start standing up for myself and taking charge. Because she doesn't back down. She doesn't take anything from anybody. So I really love that about this character. I don't know. I don't think we have that much in common, and I think that's why it was so fun to jump into a character that was completely unlike myself. And I felt really fearless every time I got to work on Claudia.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
サンダーボルトの展開情報ですけれども、まずディセンバースカイブルーレイ DVD が7月11日、もう1週間後にライトスタッフより発売されます。
So the North American version of Thunderbolt December Sky is going to be released, is it next week?
Yep.
From Rice Stuff?
Yep.
So for those of you who didn't buy the international version, here's your chance.
Yeah! Sean from Right Stuff here. Thank you, Sean.
Yes, you have it. Sean to thank for the North American version. Thank you, Sean. Thank you.
As you know, the manga version, manga English version is available from Viz Media. Then, Tatsuki-san, manga no version.
Yeah, so Mr. Sasaki, Thunder. Oh, wait.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Next one. ちょっとここで日本のことなんですけれども、実はサンダーボルトの英語版がですね、日本のこの夏新宿で上映をすることにいたしました。
So I'm sorry that this is like a Japanese event info, but we're going to show the English dub of Thunderbolt in Japan at our Sunrise Festival.
Why? なんでこんなこと言うの？もしかしたら日本にその時に来るとかいう人いませんかね？
So is anyone going to be in Japan like August 15th?
Summer trip?
Oh, some people. Yeah, no. Really? So watch it, yes.
チケット1週間前から発売されるんでぜひ来てください。
So yeah, tickets go on sale like a week beforehand. So if you can make it, please come. Yeah, and then like there might be some special guests at the screening. So yeah.
それでですね、最初に皆さんにちょっと協力していただきたいことがあるって言ったんですけど、それがこの上映のためのものです。
Yes. So we in the beginning, remember I said we're going to ask you for a favor. It's for this screening, so
で、アメリカでの、ガンダム熱をちょっと日本のみんなにも伝えるためにですね、ジークジオン合唱をちょっとしてほしい。
so this is so a lot of Gundam fans in Japan, they don't know how big Gundam is in the United States, so we sort of want to show a video of how enthusiastic and also more fun you guys are than the Japanese fans. Yeah.
で、ちょっとでビデオがあるので、
So we have a video, so if you can sort of follow the
素晴ら
video.
しいビデオです。
Yes. Oh, so if anyone who doesn't want to be in the video, just like wear a mask or hide or duck or something.
あ、ちょっと待ってください。彼がね、撮影するところ。
Okay, so yeah, there is our photographer or videographer. All right, let's show the video.
これもういきなり言っちゃって大丈夫。
我と我が戦線に
Good thing I'm with it.
Thank you so much. That was a great audition.
気を取り直して。
Okay, so going back to announcements.
2期の展開情報ですが、第8話が7月14日からガンダムインフォで2週間配信され
So
ます。
for Thunderbolt season 2 has been airing on Gundam Info for a limited time. Has anyone been watching? Good, because I'm about to spoil it.
でもう一つ、新情報としては、
こちらサンダーボルト、パート2に関してですね、英語の吹き替えバージョンということに、決定しています。
Yeah, so I'm sure this is not a surprise to anyone, but we will be making an English dub for the second season as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4 will be compiled into an OVA plus extra additional scenes. So remember I said about the spoiler, anyone who doesn't want to hear? Jeremy.
Yes.
In Thunderbolt Season 2, there was a huge reveal that the end of Episode 7, Claudia was alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how do you feel about playing Claudia again?
I'm so excited. I don't know how it's possible because by the end of the first season, I was pretty confident that she was done for. So I'm amazed and super, super excited to get back in the booth. I love this show.
Yeah, so did anyone cover their ears or?
Yeah, Claudia.
Okay, so yeah. All right. じゃあ締めで佐々木さん。
はい、そうですね、このサンダーボルトという作品は非常に、先ほど言いましたけどハードな内容ですので、現場で今一生懸命作ってます。今、7話まで作ってるんですけど、ラスト8話を作ってるところですので、それが4本まとまったら皆さんにしっかりお届けできると思いますので、ぜひ楽しみにしていてください。
Yeah, so Japan Studio is currently working on episode 8 still now. So yeah, we're working really hard to bring it to you, and then if when it comes out on Gundam Info, if you can watch it, and then when the dub version comes out, if you can watch it as well, you can hear lovely Jeremy. So yeah, please look forward to it. Jeremy, any final thoughts about Thunderbolt?
This has just been such a fun journey. I remember Stephanie and I snuck into the panel at AX last year to
You
watch
did.
the premiere
You did.
of
You were secretly
Thunderbolt.
sitting with the audience.
Yes, and hearing everybody react to it, and it was so gratifying and it was so fun, and I'm just so proud to be a part of this this iteration of Gundam, and I can't wait to get to work on it again because it's such a great show.
All right, thank you. Okay, so after all of that Universal Century stuff, let's move on to post-disaster. Roll the trailer.
Time has passed since then. The world has changed, slightly but surely. In the midst of the confusing state of affairs, Tekkadan was recognized for their achievements. They have become a rapidly growing corporation to the envy of those in the same line of work. Meanwhile, Gallarhorn lost its social credibility, and the maintenance of the public order has gotten worse. Tekkadan's success showed the usefulness of child soldiers, and many children were thrown into battlefields. The world that exploits powerless children continues.
There's nothing to worry about, because we are Tekkadan. We don't have grand ideals or ambitions, nor do we have a foundation. Only by moving forward can we protect our place in the world. As long as Orca doesn't stop, I won't stop. It's always been that way, and it'll continue to be that way. Mobile Suit Gundam. Iron-blooded orphans.
Till she puts on her Tekkadan shirt. And then Sherman Lee as the voice of Cordelia Ina Bernstein. Yay! And our final guest, the Japanese producer of Iron-Blooded Orphans, Masakazu Ogawa. So if you can please introduce yourself, starting with Kyle, then Jeremy and Mr. Ogawa. That'd be great, thank you.
Sure. Hi everybody. How's everybody doing? That's good. I'm Kyle McCarley. I'm the voice of Mikazuki August in Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans.
I'm Sheremy Lee, and I am the voice of Cordelia Ina Bernstein in Iron-Blooded Orphans.
And can you guys say a line from your characters?
So, what do you want me to do next?
I am Cordelia Ina Bernstein. Tell me what you want me to know.
Thank you. And Mr. Ogawa, this is actually your first time at a U.S. convention. So how do you feel about the fans here?
My name is Masakazu Ogawa. Nice to meet you.
Speechless?
まあ、これだけ来ていただいて非常にありがたいです。
I'm really thankful for all, like everyone, so many people coming here. All right. Wake up, Akane!
Sorry. 実はさっき映像が出ちゃってたんですけど、つい10月に放送されることが第2期カートゥーンネットワークで放送されることが
So
決まり
thank
ました。
you, yeah, thank you for waiting for the season 2 dub. It was finally decided it's going to be airing starting in October on Toonami.
ご覧ください。で、放送日が決まりましたらいろんなところでもちろん告知させていただきますのでぜひお待ちください。
Yeah, and then once we have the specific date, then we'll be announcing on different platforms, mostly Facebook,
で、第1期の吹き替え版字幕版も、配信中ですので、そちらもぜひまだ見てない方は見て
And then so before watching the season 2 English dub, if you want to catch up, season 1 English dub is available on Daisuki, Gundam Info, Crunchyroll, and the sub versions are also available. So. Okay, so for today, since some people may not have seen season 2 yet, we'll try not to spoil anything while we talk to the guests. So, you know, no one dies. So yeah. Don't worry, guys. Okay. So anyway, Kyle, how do you feel about season 2 coming to Toonami?
I am stoked that it's going to be on Toonami. Throughout all of season 1, I don't know if I may have missed one episode, but I tried to live tweet everything, and it's really cool being able to interact with all the fans while it's airing, and you don't really get to do that if it's not airing on live television. So I'm stoked that it's going to be on Toonami.
Yeah, I think you missed 1 week because of your...
Because of my honeymoon, maybe?
Yes.
Or... might have been that one.
Congratulations, Kyle.
You guys didn't want to live tweet together?
No, not so much. We may have actually done it. I don't remember.
Okay, Mr. Ogawa, how do you feel about the popularity of Iron-Blooded Orphans in the U.S.?
非常に嬉しいです。
He said the same thing. I'm really happy about it. And Mr. Ogawa, can you tell us how the project of Iron-Blooded Orphans came about? Like, what did you discuss with the director and writers beforehand?
6、7年前ですね。これは WO の劇場版が終わった後に次のガンダムを作らないと。
So about like 6 or 7 years ago, I had just finished working on the 00 movie. And then in Sunrise, as things go, once you're done, you have to work on the next Gundam.
そこで以前から一緒に仕事をしたかった永井監督とガンダムを作ろうという話をし始めました。
So then I always wanted to work together with director Nagai. So I got together with him and said, let's make the new next Gundam together.
ただお互いにちょっと別の仕事が入ってしまったので、一旦休止して。
Yeah, but we were both, at the time, we were both busy with other work, so we sort of had to put it on hold.
で、ようやく数年前に始めることができました。
And then finally, like 3 years ago, we were finally able to start on Iron-Blooded Orphans.
で、監督とはWO がものすごく世界的な話を作っていたので、オルフェンズではより少年たちにスポットを当てた作品を作ろうと、そういう話をして始めました。
So since 00 was like really like in a setting like had like a lot of global stuff and like a lot of things were happening, for our new next Gundam we wanted to like focus on like the boys involved in war, and then we wanted to make it more about the drama between the humans. Mr. Ogawa, actually, can you? A lot of people might not know. Can you tell us exactly what a producer of an anime, specifically Gundam, does?
そうですね、スタッフをまずは集めて、
So first we gather the staff to work on our anime.
どういうガンダムを作るかっていうところから特にプロデューサーとしては監督を誰にするか脚本家を誰にするかを決めるというところがまず一番大事なところで、あとはお金を集めて、いい作品を作ると。
Alright, so once we gather the staff, we try to decide what kind of Gundam we're gonna make, and then from there we start choosing the director, we start choosing the writer, and as the producer, like one of the most important jobs is to gather the funding.
少し補足していいですか？少し補足していいですか？自分の周りにはものすごく優秀なアニメーター、作画さんたちが集まってくれているので、彼らの力を借りていい作品を作っていく、それがプロデューサーとしての役割でもあり、アニメーションを作る人間として、 プロデューサーの役割としてはそこが一番大きいかなと思って仕事をしています。
So I do have a lot of good animators around me, and then so basically as a producer, I just have to like work with everyone. And I mean, since they're good animators, it's really sort of easy. But and it's also an honor to work with these talented animators. So yeah, so I guess that's what a producer does.
この作品非常になんていうんですかね、モビルスーツの戦いっていうのが肉弾戦なんですよ。あんま銃撃たない。
Yeah, so I think one of the characteristics of Iron-Blooded Orphans is that the mobile suit battles are very. He used the word that I don't really know the word of, but it's very. Yeah.
監督と最初にお会いした時もそれをすごい監督がおっしゃってた言ってたのが記憶に残ってて、やっぱり特にセカンドシーズンなんですごくそういうバトルがたくさん出てきますので、それはぜひ見てもらえるといいな。
Yeah, so the director especially wanted like a really like a hands-on battle. So especially in season 2, no, I mean not spoiling anything. Yeah, there's a lot of it. So if you could like look forward to that, that'd be great. All right, Kyle and Jeremy, can you sort of talk about your respective characters? Like, how do you feel about your characters? Do you have similarities, differences, etc.? No spoilers. No spoilers.
For Mika, I don't know if I've voiced a character who is less like me, honestly, in real life, because Mika is like he is a soldier and he is all about, you know, get the job done at whatever cost. Doesn't really like. He kind of has a low value on human life in general. It seems like his own life included. He's not really concerned about what's going to happen to him. He's just concerned about the people that he cares about and taking care of them. And I'm a paralyzing fear of my own mortality, so I don't think that I would I don't think I would jump into action quite as readily as Mika. Although what I do share in common with him is he's completely oblivious to affections from the opposite sex. I think I can relate.
All right, Jeremy, how about you?
I really admire Delia. I don't relate to the relationship that she has with her parents. My parents are lovely, and they have not tried to put me in any compromising situations that might compromise my life. So that's great. But I do admire her integrity. She's very diplomatic. I do relate to how awkward she is in her interactions with males in general. She gets better. Sorry, that was a spoiler. So she gets a little bit better. But yeah, that's been a fun journey to go on. But I definitely relate to her when someone says something very awkward. The paralyzing shock of like, how do I respond to this now? I wasn't trained for this diplomatic interaction. I've loved getting to play her. I think especially the way the world is at this point, I really admire how she conducts herself publicly and that she stands up for what she believes in at whatever cost, even if it's going to be a more difficult road. She's not willing to compromise, which I really love.
All right, awesome. And then now we sort of asked you guys about your favorite moments in season 1. So roll the clip.
Is this the place you told me about? 'Cause I won't stop. Not till we're there. I can't. On that day, Orca, I decided. So, how many should I kill? How many more until we get there? Because I need to know. Tell me, Orca Itsuka. You're gonna take me, aren't you? That's what you told me. What should I do next?
Get off me! Yeah, alright, fine. I'll get you there. We can't turn around now anyway. That's what you want, right? No matter what kind of hell might be waiting for us. Okay. Then I'll do it. And I'm bringing everyone with me.
Yeah, that's right. Take us there. So who do you need me to take out then? And what do you want me to destroy? 'Cause if I finally get to reach that place someday, There's nothing that I won't do.
All right, so thank you. Your favorite scene?
I just think that is such a powerful moment in season 1 because what's just happened, spoilers if you haven't seen season 1, like I feel like the group has just, all of Tekkadan has just had its heart ripped out. Like if Orga is the brains and Mika is the muscle, they've just lost their heart at this moment in time, and Orga in particular is really devastated by it, and then Mika comes in and he's like, hey, you gotta snap out of it, man. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you get to see a side of Mika that you don't really see up until that point in that scene, and you see a dynamic in that relationship between Mika and Orga that hasn't really been explored to this point in the story, and I think it's really cool that, you know, you get that layer there.
Yeah, so Mr. Ogawa, can you sort of give us some information about this scene?
これは日本で作っていてもすごく印象的なシーンで、
Yeah, this scene really stood out to all of the animators, even when we're creating it.
作っている最中に永井監督と2人でひどい立ち直らせ方だなと思ったっていうのを言い合った記憶があります。
Yeah, so me and the director were like looking at the scene and we're like, this is a horrible way to cheer him up. So that's like behind the scenes of your favorite scene, Kyle. All right, and then now next is Jeremy's favorite moment. If you could roll the clip.
Right now, my ship is being completely surrounded by Gallarhorn's fleet.
What? So I'll take this moment to ask them. Aren't you supposed to be the ones we can depend on to uphold justice? I want to know, is this what you call ethical treatment? If so, I don't accept what you stand for. And if you choose to disagree with what I've been saying, that's fine.
Hey, wait a minute. What's she talking about?
You can shoot down this ship right now!
Awesome. So Jeremy, why do you like this scene so much?
I mean, what's not to like about this scene? This is like the ultimate girl power moment of it when it seems like the whole world's against you and everything that you have believed in up to this point, and the people that you have trusted may or may not have had your best intentions at heart. You kind of have the choice of to go the easy route or to stand up to everyone and say, I know what's right, and I know what I'm meant to do, and I know what my job is to protect these people, and I'm going to do it. And if you have to kill me in order to if I have to be killed to make my point, then that's what's going to happen. And I